because I'm like socializing with the animals and doing something that I love.
Volunteers are always welcome at the SPCA. Jane and her mother Michele volunteer at the South Peace SPCA in Dawson Creek. Both having a love for animals and enjoy spending time together, they figured it was a win-win.
It works really well. We did an hour training session where we came in and watched a video, and then we had an interview, and then we also did some shadowing. It was really interesting to learn all about the cat's behavior. Some of the things that I remember are really watching their ears. So if the cat's ears start to go to the side, then that's really to back off and give them some space because they're starting to feel uncomfortable. And then some things are quite obvious. If they're at the back of the cage, you let them come to you.
Branch manager Wendy Davies enjoys working with volunteers and teaching them the fear-free handling technique that speeds up the time it takes to have an animal trust you.
I know that with all of the improvements we've made on the way we handle animals, even here at the shelter, our volunteers are so excited to see the amazing difference. Kittens that would take weeks before for us to get through to will now come around in just a couple of days' time.
There are many jobs and things to do as a volunteer, and sometimes just being there in the room with the kittens so they get used to being around people.
We bring books or things to do, so you just sort of sit in the room and then they'll come up to you and go on your lap, and then you can play with them. And we also use food, wet food, so that they associate people with food and positive rewards. We come once a week. It was Jane was really interested in doing that, so we decided to go through the training and come each week. We've both been volunteering for 6 months now.
We asked Jane her favorite part of volunteering.
Well, I'd say it's socializing with the cats. And yeah.
So you never know what's going to happen. Sometimes we come in and there was pet rats, and then Jane really likes training the dogs as well.
Of course, with all of the kittens coming into the shelter, we need a lot of hands down here to help us with these little guys. If you're interested in joining our volunteer program, this is an amazing way to come down, learn more about the fear-free handling that we do with the animals, both dogs and cats, and you're able to then take that information out to the community and help share and improve the life of all of the animals out here. To join our volunteer program, just go on our SPCA webpage, click volunteer at the top, select the shelter you'd like to volunteer at, and we will contact you and get you down for some training about fear-free handling and how to interact with the animals in both the shelter and our community. For volunteering at the shelter, we have absolutely everything for everyone. It depends on what you really love to do. We have volunteers that like to come in and do administrative work. Some volunteers love to come in and do laundry, and of course we love those volunteers. We've got volunteers that want to learn about animal behavior, and some volunteers that really love fundraising and putting on events. No matter what your expertise is, we have a way to help you help the animals.
And it is something that's really nice to do together. Yeah.
I like it. It makes me feel very happy.
Volunteering in your community can be very rewarding. For Go on Shaw TV, I'm Diane Townsend.